Hello guys, I hope you're well. So it's me again. Yeah. Now today we want to go through the process of changing the name of your child in Kenya. So there are some instances where you might feel like the name that you gave your child is not good, or he or she is being made fun of, and so on and so forth. So this is where you need to change your name of the name of your child. So the process is not as hectic as people might think. It's very easy. But first you must know that these steps that I'm putting here are only applicable for children of below 2 years. If your child is above 2 years old, then you have to watch until the end of the video so that I can guide you on the next steps that you want to do. So the first thing that you want to do as a Kenyan citizen, you must have an e-citizen account. Everyone has it. It's not the Huduma appointment, is e-citizen. So changing of name of child cannot be done by Huduma. Birth certificate, you can collect it at Huduma Center, the first one. But if you want to change, even replacement, you can collect at Huduma. But now if you want to change the name, you must go to ACK Bishop House, the headquarters of civil registration for birth certificate. ACK Bishop House is around Milimani Law Courts at Upper Hill. So it's not far from town. You can just, it's a walking distance from town. So the first thing that you need to do is to log into your e-citizen account, and then you go to civil registration, the section of civil registration, and then you apply for a new birth certificate. Then once you apply for a new birth certificate, you put, when you are putting the name, you see you'll have to put the name of the mother and the name of the father, and also you have to put the name of the child. Don't put the current name. Now put the new name that you want. Now once you put the new name that you want, go to the next step, where I think you'll be required to make a payment. It's around 180 bob. If they've not increased, it's 180, or not more than 200 shillings. So that's basically less than $2, very cheap. So you do that, and then now the pickup location, don't put Huduma Center, because if you go to Huduma Center, they'll tell you that they don't do child naming there. So what you do, you go direct to ACK Bishop House. You select ACK Bishop House, or if you want to, you can go to Huduma Center. You can pick Huduma Center, and when you go there, they'll give you they can change the destination. They can change from there, but there is no need of now going to Huduma Center, booking an appointment and all that hassle. Just select ACK Bishop House as your pickup location for the birth certificate, and then now you plan on when you are going to go to ACK Bishop House, because to go to ACK you don't need to book any appointment. You just go, you go with your documents. So the following documents are the ones that you need to carry with you. Any parent can go, the father or the mother. So any parent can go. So what you need is the original, not original, photocopies of IDs. Photocopy of IDs of both parents, you need them. That that is the first thing. Those ones you leave there. The next thing that you need is proof of payment. So that's the invoice that you will print from e-citizen. There is that proof of payment that you've selected. So you print that, and then you take it, you carry it with you. So it's always a good idea to carry always 2 copies of each document when you're going to do to any government office here in Kenya. The next thing that you want to do is to make sure that you have carried the original birth certificate, the certificate of the name that you want to change. You have to carry it with you. You don't need to go with the photocopy. You carry the original. Now that the original birth certificate, you also leave it there at ACK Bishop House, because they don't want you to use it to go and apply for another birth certificate somewhere else, or to do any other thing. So you leave the original there, and then you don't need to have photocopies, but you can have photocopies in case anything happens before the new birth certificate is created or processed by the Department of Civil Registration of Birth Certificate. Now the next thing that you need is a letter of consent. The letter of consent, it has the details of both parents, the mother, the father, and the new name of child and the old name of child. So I have attached a template where you can go and edit. So I've even put the address for you there. So everything you just go and edit. There is a download link in the, check the description. You can do that. Now once you go there, leave those documents there. So you need how many documents? You need 4 documents: letter of consent, photocopies of IDs of both parents, birth certificate, and proof of payment. That one is obtained from eCitizen. Now once you go there, leave everything there. The invoice that you have, it has your number. That proof of payment, it has your phone number. So they'll SMS you. They can SMS, usually they SMS the mothers, because fathers, I don't know what happens, but that's another talk for another day. Now they'll tell you to wait. So usually it's 1 week. You don't need to bribe anyone. Just go there, leave the system, let it work. Now you'll get a confirmation SMS. Now once you get the confirmation SMS, go with it, carry with it. If it's the mom who has it, she can forward it to you, and then you can go with it. You have to show that SMS before you can you can be given the birth certificate, and you must also have your original ID, not the photocopy, not the other IDs, the original Kenyan ID or passport if you are not a Kenyan citizen. And then that's it. You collect your new birth certificate. So the other one is you can destroy it. So you'll be given both. You'll be given all the documents that you left, and then you come with them. Everything you'll be given back to you with a new birth certificate. Before you pick the birth certificate, make sure that all the names are okay. If there is an apostrophe or a hyphen there, you have to make sure that everything is in order before you leave that place. And that's basically the process. Takes about 1 week. The next thing that you cannot be allowed to put vulgar names or as the new name of child. And then the other thing, you cannot put a name like sir, honorable, like that. So that's what you do. Now let's go to those people with children with over 2 years. So when you're over 2 years of age, your documents are almost everywhere. So now that becomes a process. Now that's why they advocate or they prefer when the child is below 2 years. Now you have to do something called a deed poll. A deed poll, okay, you can go and research more about it. I cannot explain it. It's more of law and those things of lawyers and whatnot. So you have to do a deed poll. You fill it. You have to go to the area chief and so on and so forth. And then now you have to go and it has to be gazetted. Sorry, it has to be gazetted. It has to be gazetted. The deed poll has to be gazetted, and then so that it can be processed. But it's a hectic process because let's say your child is 8 years of age or 10 years of age. There are some places where you left his or her document and you even have forgotten. But when it's below 2 years, it's only the hospital and maybe the Huduma Center where you collected the birth certificate, and that's it. But the rest is very easy. So that's all for today. For those who want to change name of child, make sure the child is below 2 years. Just make sure that hajafika 2 years. When it's 2 years and above, it's hectic. It's hectic. Now you have to go now to that place, ACK Bishop House, and then you ask for more clarification. Yeah, because they don't have contact. So you can contact them online, Facebook. You can use Facebook to contact Department of Civil Registration, and then they can advise you further. So thank you for watching. For those who have not subscribed, please subscribe, leave a thumbs up. Yeah, thank you for those who are supporting us.